shot on these beats. A lazy man gon' stop, but a grinder always gon' eat. Everybody can't do what I do, that's why I'm crushing your crew. From Chi-Town, Memphis, Tennessee, and all through the Lou. I'm so fresh and so new, got a hot album too. I came out of nowhere and I'm taking all of these suckers' juice. I keep my promo on them poles, keep that powder out my nose. I'm staying focused, man, with 1,000,000 copies sold. Say my name. What's my name? Say my name. I stayed on the scene, stayed on my green. I ain't never gonna let nobody talk me out of rolling with my team. Y'all know what I mean. It's money hungry fiends. They think they can outsmart you by selling you a dream. But I stay grinding cause I'm bread making, homie. And they can't figure me out because they really don't know me. You get that paper, show me. My mama didn't name me Toby. These suckers want slaves, but I'm shaking them like Kobe. It's real in the field. I'm the lion on the mill. I'm that hollow point tip, pointing at you ready to kill. These suckers better chill, but the axe brother will. The king is in the building, so you haters take a kneel. Say my name.
Yo, what is up? What is up? What's going on? Hey, Sister Patricia, what's happening? Yeah, we here today talking about bread making 101, the real struggle. That's right. The struggle is real. The real struggle is in the hood amongst the people. The real struggle is to put yourself in an economical flow situation. The real struggle is to financially make yourself stable. Just being financially stable in this type of government that's being ran right now. So, we gonna, you know what I'm saying, me and my boy, you know what I'm saying, my main man, my brother in the struggle, my brother in the cause, and my brother in the blood, that's right, in the spirit. Listen, he gonna get up here and we gonna have a discussion about the things that we did and that we know to get you up off the ground. The things that we've done and the things that we know how to get you up off the ground. It's called Bread Making 101. You know what I'm saying? It's really going out and dedicating this to the artists, the ones that's trying to get up off the floor, be it that you a rapper, a singer, a producer, a director, a cinematographer, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that's with the arts, you know, you're an artist, you draw, you know what I'm saying? This is dedicated to you. This is for you. This live stream right here, this is for you. If y'all can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all can hear me. Sister Patricia, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Okay. All right. You know, I got my Wi-Fi fixed, and you know, I just wanted to make sure that everybody can hear when I break stuff down, because we've been having a long stretch of not being able to record over the last couple of days because we had some technical difficulties with the Wi-Fi. Then it was storming in Chicago. The water right now is like 4 below zero. But anyway, you know, the bread making 101 concept that came up when we ultimately had separated ourselves from part of the team of Soldiers at War. During this time, you know, we were actually in the air, in the clouds, in music. We didn't know which way to go. The last phone call that we got was, y'all better bring my shit. And hell no, can't nobody sell no goddamn music on the street. That was the last thing. That was the last call that we had got when it came down to our finances and our economics, that somebody had control over what we were doing as young people, and also over the music and the organization that we were taking part in. You know what I mean? Somebody made a call. You know what I mean? The general made a call and said, we can't sell the music no more. But we beg to differ. We beg to differ, right? We beg to differ because, when things is built by the Almighty God, and you put yourself in a place where you think that you are a dictator, or you have your hand in responsibility in handling God's people, you have to be very careful. You have to be very, very careful when you're guiding people, when you're leading people, when you're consistently involving yourself in other people's lives, and asking people to be a part of whatever you're building, just like I'm building what I'm building right now on my podcast and my everything that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I got from sports, I got from entertainment, the gingerbread crumbs, you know what I mean? The chronicles, the rap chronicles, where I tell you about the different stars that I've met, the different artists that I've met and came on, you know what I mean, that I came alongside to. Let me send this link, bro. Big E. Big E, you got to hit the link, Big E. You got to tap on the link on the page, brother. You have to hit that link, just tap on it, and you're gonna be able to come up, bro. You ain't gotta go nowhere, no message or nothing. You right here on the screen, you tap that link and you come on up. You're gonna come up right away. But anyway, we put ourselves in a situation where someone was able to call a portion of our future. You know what I mean? If I wasn't cold, if I wasn't blessed, if I wasn't understanding that a person could not stop me, if I didn't have that understanding with myself and the Almighty, I was the minister, you know what I'm saying? That person would have brought the worst out of me. You understand? It would have brought the worst out of me, because when you mislead or feel like you're being misled, the reaction of what you're doing is emotional, and you're not able to think it through. You got what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Building capital is a serious thing. When you're building capital, you can take anything that you're doing forward. So therefore, when I say bread making one-on-one, me and Big E started from scratch. You know what I mean? We went from not, you know what I mean, being in the music, selling our own music as a group of soldiers at war, being in the streets every single day, you know what I mean, for years, for over 3.5 years, almost 4 years straight. 2000, well, no, 5. Let's see. 1998 we started. 1999, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003. 5 years. So 5 years of our lives, we've dedicated ourselves to try to push and promote the group in every single way, even it took sacrificial lambs like our families to go through certain things. You got what I'm saying? So we put our families or our personal ambitions to the side. We put them to the side. And, because we wanted to, one, be famous, two, get, be able to sell music and get, all the accolades that come with being an artist and, you being called and getting your status up. You know what I'm saying? Getting your clout, as they would say, up. You know what I mean? So in doing that and being in that type of era, we were trying to be able to produce good music. But not only good music, once we produce good music, we wanted to be able to sell the music and not have to wait on the big wigs to tell us or to, to get their approval to say, it's good, it's bad. Because usually what the executive did of all of these big Universals, Virgin, Koch and Priority and all of these, Interscope, they'll go, how that sound? And then you had a black man, nigga go, oh, that shit banging. And they be like, that's banging. Yeah, maybe we should sign. So, they have their little people around them to tell them how it sounds. You know what I'm saying? This is how the music business has always been. That's why you see all of those old people, old executives, still in the game. You got what I'm saying? I ain't gonna call these executive names, but y'all see the old executives, that's in the music business and been in there for years and even died, in the game and having their hands over, you heard what Michael Jackson said about Tommy Mottola. People like that. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Wody Mac? What's happening, big bro? Yeah, so today, we don't have that type of gated community now. But, the community, that community had their hands over music at the time where I was coming up, where you had to go to those type of executives and they had their little, their little cronies around them and, they ask them, oh, is that what's what should we sign him or what does that look like? You know what I'm saying? So it would be like, they you gotta actually, hey, Big Ed, you gotta actually hit the once you hit the channel, then you're gonna go into where they say you're gonna go on your phone and it's gonna show you. Once you go on YouTube, it's gonna show you you get on, and then at the bottom it's gonna say let me do it so you can know exactly how to get on. So when you go on your phone, bro, you're gonna see Bread Making 101, and then you're gonna hit it. You gotta hit it, and once you hit it, you're gonna see the chat. And once the chat say live chat, and then across it's gonna say what the stream is and where you could come up on the panel. Biggie, it's gonna say, it should say it. It should look kind of like, I don't know if you can see. Oh man, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, I don't think you can see it. But you should be able to hit it. When you hit it, Bread Making 101, once you pull it up on your phone, it's like yellow. It come up yellowish and then blue live stream on it, Biggie. Yeah, right. Let me take a picture and I'll send it to you. Because I really want the people to be able to hear you from your vantage point of what you're doing. because you know it's very important that y'all know what happened to me and my group in music. Yo, how you do feel about the Rose season forward? Oh, I made a podcast about that, but this right here we gonna keep the main thing. The main thing is that the music game and the music business was so corrupt, man, and how we came up. A lot of people wouldn't even hear our cry. You know what I'm saying, of how we did it. So we took it by our own thing. Say here, the blue strip, big Ed. See, that's what I've been looking for and ain't coming up. I don't know, maybe you gotta clear everything because you saying no, you gotta hit Big E, you gotta hit you gotta actually hit on, you know what I mean, press on there. If you hear me say it in the chat, that means you gotta look for it in the chat and look in your phone, and then it's gonna say learn more. And under learn more, you're gonna see the link. I'm gonna shoot the link again, and you should see the link and come on in. But if you ain't able to come up, I'm gonna go ahead and continue the show. Turn the phone off and turn it back on. What's up? What's up, Brother Jonathan? Okay, so I was talking about the group Soldiers at War and how we, somebody tried to discontinue us. You know what I mean? The management tried to discontinue us. They was like, man, you can't sell no more of these records. We own the goddamn records. But you know what I mean? This is how executives turn on you, or people that's, you know what I mean, so-called your management, or, you know what I mean, building a record label from scratch, the CEO of that said record label. Oh, this is my shit. This is mine. As if you didn't write the music write your lyrics on the songs. As if you didn't give some of the songs their titles or the hooks. As if you was not part of the production part of the music. But that's how they handle their business. You know what I mean? It's real shiesty how that go. And when their emotions get into it, they get real emotional about it. And they feel like, oh, y'all ain't shit. You ain't nothing. I'm the one, and I'm making sure. But we in the streets hustling. Listen, we in the streets, going to the streets, selling the music, and funding the way that the record business goes for records, for Soldiers at War. We were in the streets day in, day night, day in and day out, from the morning to the evening, and even late at night, selling our music in the highways and byways, on the streets. With all of the things that goes on in Chicago, we were out there in the streets doing what we were supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? And pushing our brand, pushing our label. You know what I mean? Rappers didn't really real quick. A lot of motherfuckers, they was like, we go to the streets, man, they was selling dope. But I'm talking about getting the yeses and the nos. Yeah, I want it. No, I want it. We would be at the stoplight selling our music. You have 1 minute at most to 48 seconds, 2 minutes if it was a good light, to sell that CD to that car pulling up to the light. And every car, you know what I mean, I would try to get over 100 to 200 cars a day, because I knew that, my sales would increase. 300 if I was really, you know what I'm saying, anticipating and going forward and moving. You know what I'm saying? And trying to get everything done. So when I was in the music business coming up in my 20s, I didn't take it for granted that somebody was going to automatically sign me. I came together with someone, because I already had a deal situation with Rap-A-Lot Island Records with a situation that with a handsome one, and they, Mike Dean wanted to sign me and be one of the first artists on his label for, the extension of Rap-A-Lot. I got a call in Houston while I was in Houston when Johnny P was recording his video. Do or Die was down there. Johnny P was recording his first singles video. Scarface was in it. I was at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Long time ago. I got clipped out of that shit too. That's just how people go. But I was down there in Houston to be a part of Johnny P's video from Do or Die. The one to say, do you want to ride in the backseat of a caddy? Chop it up with Do or Die. So I was down there to, participate in my brother's video and be a part of what was going on. And then Mike Dean invited us to come to the studio. AK from Do or Die was actually in there producing and getting a beat together with Mike Dean and recording his part. He had to re-record. So AK was there in the studio that night when Johnny had to go and record some vocals on a song that they were doing with Do or Die. And I came with Johnny into the studio that night. Handsome One was back at the hotel. So when we was in the studio with Mike Dean, the co-owner of Rap-A-Lot Records, the producer, he said, "Get in there. I want to hear you." Because Johnny was like, "My brother could rap." Oh, he called. And he was like, "Oh, yeah, get in there." And he heard how big, like y'all hearing my voice right now. He heard, I'm hoarse actually right now. But as y'all can hear my voice as big as I am right now, Mike Dean wanted me to get in the booth and spit. You know what I mean? Because he wanted to hear. I got in the booth. Mike Dean called Handsome One. That's my brother and Johnny's brother who was handling the business. He called Handsome One and he was like, "Hey man, who the fuck is, excuse my language, is this guy?" But this is what he said. "Who is this dude? He related to you?" And Handsome One was like, "Oh yeah. That's my man. That's my artist. He also signed to me just like Johnny to the situation." And he said, "Man, look, we need to talk about this tomorrow. Like, he is super hot, like tomorrow." So my dumb ass, I get a call from Chicago that night. We in the hotel, and I get a call from Chicago. It's the general. The general was like, yo, yeah, brother, I heard you was down. Brother Damon told me you was down there with Mike Dean, and he said that y'all was recording some type of video or anything like that. I say, "Oh yeah." He wanted to sign me. He wanted me to be his first artist coming up off of Rap-A-Lot Island Records. He was like, "Oh, hold on, brother. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't sign, brother. Don't sign." As the God in heaven, if God in heaven say, man, I'm not lying. I can't make it up. God in heaven, the man was like, no, don't sign with them, brother. Come on and bring it back home. Wouldn't it feel good? He say, "First of all, you know me. I'll make your name more prevalent in Chicago than they ever could. I'll make your name than they ever could. I got a way and strategic way that we can, run this thing down and you won't regret." He said, He say, by the time, you know what I mean, you look around, everything will be already done in the work that needs to be done and necessary. The team already recording, Brother Damon records. So when you come back, I need you to step into the studio, man, and just give me what you got. So then I came to the crib, didn't go to the meeting because dude, you know, brother was also part of the spiritual religion, spiritual guidance that I had. So I listened to the man. General say, hey, man, come on to the crib. And I believed in the man. I believed in him. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming 1,000% pure. I believed that he would have done it. So we put, you know, he was like, well, see what the nigga talk about. You know what I'm saying? What he talking about in Chicago. He said, because, you know what I mean, I know how bad you want to have your city. You know what I'm saying? I know how bad you want Chicago to be on the map. He said, we could sign with them tomorrow if you want to do. One thing he did say, hey, we could go in here and we could take care of business. I could see what it is, or I could just put it off so that we could go back to Chicago and we see what he talking about and we could take it from there. So anyway, long story short, I come home, we start recording, and right away, y'all hear my voice, right away, niggas had to start rewriting. Right away, on the first joint, niggas start rewriting. Cause they getting on the phone. Hey, they getting on the record with a line. I'm feeling jealousy and niggas trying to get me. Hey, this only 50-50 now y'all pointing at me. Niggas searching for respect behind the Glock 9. Ready aim to pop mine, and death is what you gonna find. They like, oh shit. They started rewriting their shit. They was like, oh shit. So then we had Nuisance from Psychodrama. She was there. You know what I'm saying? That niggas started that everything that they had, they was like, throw that shit away because this motherfucker here then snapped on this record. You know what I'm saying? So I don't play no games when it come down to record. I don't play no games because I mean, I love my voice. My voice is my precious asset. You know what I mean? How I talk, what I do when I record, the songs that I write, how I, you know what I mean, project my voice when I do my thing. I'm very professional when it comes down to taking care of me when I go in to record. So some days I won't even talk. You know what I mean? I won't even talk. If I got to record, I'm texting you more than anything. I'm not trying to record with you. There go Big Lee. What up, Big Lee?
What up, man? I had to cut my phone off.
Yeah, I thought you were about to throw that shit on the damn roof somewhere.
Nah,
I know you.
I'm like, why it ain't? I'm like, why the math ain't mathing? I had to cut my phone off.
Right. So who y'all looking at?
For all y'all that's watching, I ain't gonna tell y'all the type of phone I got, all right?
Hey, they know that's a piece of shit. Hey, look, Big E out there, y'all in the field. This is what we did as soldiers at war. And this is how, when we close our stores and we got right now distribution, show them, Ed, real quick, how you out in the highways and byways. My man got the coat on, but he got a setup. I'm showing them how we bread.
So I just snuck in somebody's spot and took it over. I don't know if y'all can really see it, but you know.
Oh yeah. Man,
you know what I'm saying? I just snuck up in here, infiltrated, and took it over from him. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to close out before they get back.
He up in there set the hell up all across the man's You know what I mean? Restaurant. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? With the butters. He got the shea butters outside because that's the type of hustlers we are. That's why when y'all come and y'all see me and I be recording, y'all be like, damn, bro, Claude don't sleep. This is how we do it. I'm a soldier, first of all. And then I got no limit to what I do. You know what I'm saying? I got no limit for what it takes to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Hey, YouTube say it take this much to you need this much and that much to be a part. Listen, I'm gonna make everything happen for us. And I want to get our show off. The name of our show, I was telling them, Big Air, we came up with this years ago. Right at the end of the Soldiers at War, Bread Making 101. You know what I'm saying? The struggle is real. We came with that. It's been around since 2004. You know what I'm saying? And how to grind from the bottom. How when you have the words, the so-called I'm effed up, man, I'm broke. Ain't no such thing as you broke. Ain't no such thing. We gonna break it down to you on how you can have $2, $3, $4, $5, and $20 and be successful. We gonna show you how we did this shit. So, what I was doing was I was breaking down the history. I was breaking down the history on how the Soldier at War thing went. And when I went into the studio, I was telling them when I went into the studio to record, could you elaborate on that? When I first came home from Mike Dean and Rapper tried to sign me, when we went into, and Nuisance was in there, did you explain to them? I know you weren't online. Right. Tell them. Oh yeah. So they won't think I'm lying. You weren't online. Tell them what it was.
Talk about when you was up in White Hitman studio.
Yeah, when I went in Hitman spot.
Oh yeah. You gonna have to bump that verse one of them days, boy, so they can see. The boy said, I'm feeling jealousy.
I'm feeling jealousy in there, niggas trying to get me. Yeah. 18 bullets in the clip and they all pointed at me. Niggas searching for respect behind a Glock 9. Ready aim to pop 9.
That is what you gonna find. Hey, the whole studio was shook. The whole studio was shook.
I'm gonna get some head. Yeah, of course.
Everybody was rewriting their verses. And shit. They rewriting their verses and shit. And then when you left out, they started playing with your vocals. Like, damn, what am I gonna do? Yeah, that was that real shit, that K-Town West Side shit. Yeah. That's the only way to come, man.
Right, they started playing with my vocals and everything, at that time. So it was
then you start getting the tracks late for the next song. You get the tracks late or wouldn't get the track.
Oh, the shit was ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
It was really ridiculous. So I hold on a second, Biggie. Hold on. We gonna put this one over here. Yeah. Can you hear me, Biggie? Can you hear me?
I'm out here with the Jamaicans, man. You hear the music in the background, man.
Hey, y'all, if y'all can hear me in the chat, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all can hear me, I had to switch some things over. If y'all can hear me in the chat, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me in the chat. All right, for sure. Thank you, Sister Patricia. All right, so anyway, y'all already heard when y'all hear how I talk anyway. Just imagine me being in my young 20s with the same type of voice and the same type of authority, recording. So y'all could go, it's the name of the album. That was our self-proclaimed album, the first song that I wrote is on our self-proclaimed album called Soldiers, SOLDIERZ, Soldiers at War. You could go on there, you could go on Google right now, you could go Google it. You could go on Google and say Chicago legendary rappers, Soldiers at War. You got to say Chicago rappers, Soldiers at War, and it's going to come up. And then you're going to be able to hear the very first track that I just spit for y'all, that verse, and y'all going to see they was already recording, and they had to re-record everything. Everything had to everything had to get rewritten, you know.
Yeah, because the song is cold, but the funny thing about it is, it was really, the verse was even harder than what it really come off on the recording that everybody got a chance to hear. But they went in and they started doing their little editing behind their back because they couldn't match them vocals. They had skills on the mic, but they just couldn't match them vocals.
Oh yeah. So you know, I don't when I do my thing, I go in to go and eat the microphone, go and eat it. I like a dungeon dragon. You know what I'm saying? So I go in with a vengeance every time that I record. So anyway, when that situation happened, I came back home. We recorded the album, right? Once the album was recorded in '98, I was still working for a food chain, a grocery food chain, and I was a assistant manager, supervisor of district. You know what I mean? I used to go into the different stores and help build, you know what I mean, their displays, and used to buy products for Dominick's. This was a store that Michael Jordan had sued. I mean, shut it down. They used Michael Jordan's image and his name on some things and T-shirts and cups and all of that. They were selling Michael Jordan's image and likeness and everything. And Michael Jordan won a lawsuit against them. And they end up about a few years after that lawsuit, Michael Jordan won. They closed up. But yeah, they made a big mistake. But anyway, what happened was I was working for the food chain at that time, and I was like, man, I can't quit until we pop. And Big E was like, no, you ain't got to worry about popping because we gonna pop. You ain't got to worry about that. You just got to make the decision of your lifetime. The man that's on this podcast with me gave me my advice. The same man, he said, well, you know, if you feel like, you know, you want to do this and you want to be serious in it, this is what needs to be done. This is what I did, because Big E also had a good job that he left, you know what I'm saying, to get along with the group. And I just went on and took that step of faith. I took that step of faith, man, and once I took the step of faith, I never looked back. That was 1999, July the 21st. I never forget the date. I went into the job and to the main office, because I was working, you know, here and there. I was working and building displays all over the district and helping stores come back up. I went into the office and said, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do this no more. I'm not happy here. This is not what I want to do.
That's right.
I said that, right? I said.
I say this on this note. On that note, I gotta cut out. But yeah, I'm here to bear witness of that. And we never look back, man. We made plenty of money.
Millions of dollars we made.
So
we made. Hey, plenty of money. We made plenty money.
That's
Go
right.
ahead, Ed. I know you got to get out of there.
Oh,
I just wanted you to hit me up. I might be online. Just hit me up when you get into the house. I just wanted them to hear this story on how we build from scratch. You know what I'm saying?
So
So I'm not on this
All right.
podcast. I'm
All
not on
right.
this.
Salute.
Salute, baby boy. I'm not on this podcast perpetrating and frauding like I ain't never went through something. I really went through something. You know what I mean? I was trying to figure it out. I left a situation where I would be getting checks till I had to make my own money happen for myself. And I had no type of training to actually make money for myself. I knew how to make money for others, them folks, them peoples in a corporate understanding, because of course I got an AS degree in mid-marketing and business mid-management. So I already know how to economically build, someone else's, infrastructure and help do all of those things because I went to school for it. But I never put it to use for myself. So anyway, when Soldiers at War started to happen, I only had tapes and CDs to sell. Y'all ain't hear what I said. I left a store chain that was big. It was $2 billion chain when I left it, and also Safeway, Kroger's. Those of y'all that know what Kroger's is, Safeway and Kroger have partnered with this in particular grocery store. So because they was doing so much things. So when I left, I had no prior training. The only thing that I had was we gonna sell CDs and tapes. We gonna push our music on the streets. And if you believe that it can happen, it can happen. So what I did is what people call stepped out on faith. I stepped out on faith. And when I started selling, I got my first taste of selling at the Circum City Classic, the Coca-Cola Classic games that was here in Chicago. We propped the tent outside. We had tables around, and we were selling them CDs, man. We were selling and selling and selling. You know what I'm saying? I sold over like 150 CDs and tapes combined. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit, I could really sell this, right? So then the general, his thing was, we gonna take it to the streets. What we did right here, we gonna do all of these type of events. We gonna do the Coca-Cola Classic games, but we gonna do the events. You know what I mean? When the events come during the homecomings. But that didn't take place till the prior year. You know what I'm saying? That didn't take place. So the first year, we was just selling our units in the streets. We were recording, you know what I mean? So the money was being put in the right places at this time, you know what I mean, that we know of. I mean, it was a lot of money. So we really don't, you know what I'm saying? We really don't know, but I know that I was selling units when we first was selling them for 15 and 13 bucks. We didn't take no less than $10 for the unit, because back then CDs was expensive. You know what I mean? They'll pay that $15 and $13 for the CD. You dig what I'm saying? So, I mean, you was getting paid. You was getting man bread. But the thing about this, I only was getting, when we first started, the first year, I only was getting $2 off of every CD. The first year, $2 off of every CD. So remember, I had to feed my family. I was already divorced young at 25. I was divorced from my first wife. I had 2 children from that marriage, and I just was a year older. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I started selling. I had to try to invent some things for me to make extra money. So what I did was I told the general, I say, look, about maybe a month and a half into this thing, because rent got to get paid. The light bill got to get paid. The gas bill got to get paid. The baby got to eat. I had 2 straight babies. When I quit, I had 2 new babies by my new wife. You know what I'm saying? I had 2 new babies. You know what I mean? They was a year apart. And I had to go out to the streets, sell CDs and tapes to try to make some things happen. And on top of it, I had to try to figure out what, because sometimes we didn't work on Sundays. So when we didn't work on some Saturdays and some Sundays, we just didn't work. You know what I mean? Because he knew, you know, me coming from a corporate situation, I didn't want to work 7 days a week, you know, doing that in particular thing. But I didn't know any better. I didn't know that it took, you know what I mean, all 7 days to sell your music every day and put this into people's hands. I didn't understand the concept. I didn't really understand what it was to be a real recording artist, a real serious everyday, all day, during the day recording artist and depending off of your hard-earned work in selling your music. So, which nobody else does. They all have machines. They all sign to the label, and the label do the distribution, and all of that shit comes. But we were distributing our own music. We took it on ourselves to bring the music to each and every person in the ghetto, United States of America. The only place we didn't hit was New York. But we hit all the way from Chicago to Denver, Colorado, to Miami, all the way to California, right in front of Snoop's house. So we sold records all over the United States. You got what I'm saying? Shout out to E40. Shout out to the Do or Die and Crucial Conflict, my family. Shout out to Shauna. You know what I mean? Shauna is my girl. She buy my shea butter, y'all, all the time. She get like 4-5 jars for her and her family. You know, that's the one that go, I want to lick down to the head to the toe. And I want to move on Ludacris record. That's Shauna. She from Chicago. That's my girl. She buy my shea butter all the time. You know what I mean? But these are my family. So, you know, I had to try to figure it out and missing money, man, and keeping my lights on and getting diapers. I had 2 babies in diapers, man. And then I had to get formula for 2 babies, man. Even though my wife was breastfeeding, the babies were still, you know, they back to back. She'd be tired. You know what I'm saying? She'd be tired. One was just they like 12 months apart or less. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, man had to figure it out. I had to figure it out. So I went and got, Big Ed gave me a suggestion. He was like, look, tell the general that you need to take a day or 2 for yourself or figure out something that you could go and make some bread for your own self. And I was like, how I'm going to get this done? And I really want to do it. He was like, look, go get some socks from the sock store. Go to the oil spot, get you some oils, get you some black soap. You know what I mean? Here go the thing, because I used to order my black soap from Medina. So I got a case. You used to get a case from Medina, a black soap, a whole case for $73. And you would have a big ass case of soap, a black soap, and you know, you could get those off for $73. So I took some of my last money. I ordered my black soap, my case of black soap. I went out and got me 2 of the same. I got 10 different selections, 5 men and 5 women of oils, you know, the body rubbing oils. So I had maybe about 5 of each. And then I had 2 of each, so that I had like 20 oils, you know what I'm saying? And then I had some socks and a couple face towels, a bundle, you know, I had like 5 bundles of face towels. So 6 bundles of face towels. And I had 6 bundles of socks. You know what I mean? Socks that you sell. So I was selling socks, towels, body oils, and black soap and shea butter. Just coming up off of a store. and being an assistant manager in corporate. And I also got my AS degree because I wanted to rap. I love music. It worked out, y'all. It worked out. My first day, I made $600 on my first day out in the field to go and hustle and get something for my family. I made $600 off of socks, towels, body oils, shea butter, and black soap. That day I made $600. I was like, oh shit. So then the next day I made $400 because it was a Sunday. So Saturday I made $600. Sunday I made $400. But then I had to go back Monday and work for, military records. You got what I'm saying? I had to go Monday and have, get on my music career. You know what I'm saying? I had to get down and be a part of the organization and the rap group that I was a part of. You feel me? And I would do that. And then, people get greedy. People get greedy, man. People get greedy. So then, Romance saw I was, getting that money, that type of money or whatever it was, and taking care of my money, my family, and doing whatever, instead of enhancing that and saying, hey, okay, we ain't gonna mess with this brother Sunday and Monday. Not Saturday, because we need Saturday. That's a peak day, which I understand, because I understand a peak day is a Friday and Saturday. So I didn't mind getting my day switched from Saturday to Monday. So we switched the days from Saturday, Sunday to Sunday and Monday. So I was selling my body oils, my socks, my face towels, my soaps, and everything, so I could have that little extra money and be able to put gas in my car and do whatever. And and then my car got crashed. Then after my car got hit, because I was parked on the street. After my car got hit while it was parked, the sister blew the motor out of the car that I was letting use the car to go run an errand for the company. The motor blew. So when the engine blew, I had to, and this was all in a few months of me quitting the job. Now I ain't got no car. I don't have the transportation that I'm used to. I don't have the job that give me a check that I'm used to. And then I had to figure it out. I had a car in 3 weeks. I rode the bus, the train to the location wherever we were selling. We all rode the bus and the train to get in our duffel bag, man, in our backpack, man. That's how serious. So I don't want to be hearing people talk about, oh, I'm serious about my music. Man, we was the real backpack kids. What Twister talk about. Twister was a backpack kid. He sold his music out of the backpack. We took our music serious, man. We took our music serious. We would put our money together. Then we got the group of car. So once we got the group of car, we all would be getting picked up or whatever. Then I saved my money up so I could get me a car separate, solo dolo, because I had a family, right? So my family couldn't use the group car and doing whatever. We could use it to run errands and stuff like that. But I had babies, you know what I'm saying, young babies. So my strive was to go and get my own car. So I had my own car in about 3 weeks, y'all, doing that type of program. You feel me? I'm just talking, man, and let y'all know that I built, when it's bread making one-on-one, man, don't talk about what you desire. Don't talk about what you desire and you don't put no work into it. You're not really working. Hey, y'all that's watching, I got 6 people that's watching, man, hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button for me. Tell a friend and tell a friend. But what I'm saying is that I did what I had to do, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that my family would eat at the same time. At the same time, I had to make sure that my career was intact at the same time. And it was really difficult. It was really, really, really difficult to say I left my job, I left my parents' house, and I'm out on my own taking care of my family, my new family. I mean, my wife had to be crazy. Yeah, man. My wife stuck with me all through that, man. It wasn't easy. Oh, it wasn't easy. She gonna tell she still got PTSD on the shit that went down in the soldiers at war. She still got PTSD. Like the name don't even mean nothing to her. You know what I mean? Because that's how a woman's hurt or whatever it is. But I have pride in that. That's how we entered the Chicago Music Hall of Fame. We are now that group, Soldiers at War. We are in the Chicago Music Hall of Fame. So that was because of what we done in the history of Chicago streets. We took our music, we went out to the corners, in the highways and byways with a 1 minute to 2 minute light. And at that 1 minute, 2 minute light, we sold our music. But I was just giving y'all some of my young struggles on how I had to take socks, towels, body oils, shea butter, and black soap to sell to feed my family. You know what I'm saying? On the side, outside of what the CDs and tapes, I was making $2 a disc. You know what I'm saying? I would average, you know what I mean? Y'all can add that math up yourself. I would average between 70 and sometimes 100, but 70 and really every day, daily, 70 and 90 in that 70 to 90 CDs and about 30, 40 cassettes somewhere in there. You know what I mean? We made $1 off the cassette for my first year. Then the second year, I got $2 off the cassette, and then I got $3 off the CD for the next year. I never was able to be partnered on the music at all until I left. I was able to establish my own thing, but I wanted to establish the bread making 101 on how my own struggle. I want to give y'all my own personal struggle and what I did and sacrificed to become an artist, so that what the music that y'all hear, the album that y'all see, Gingerbread Man breaking bread making 101, man, I suffered to make that happen, man. My family struggled and everything, you feel me? So, you know, that's real deal. Don't talk about, I don't like these artists. They talk about you YouTube hustling, you stream hustling. No, go out there. You know what I'm saying? I'll show y'all next time. I got a little card. My cousin showed me the cards. You know, I used to have the cards where you could go and download the music, the sound. You know what I mean? They was like the SoundCloud. You could go to SoundCloud and download the music on the cue card, and you go to that way. I was one of the first artists on that. You know what I mean? On that situation, man. And on how, you know, the different distributors figured it out. So in the midst of me, man, in the midst of me doing that struggle with the music, dog, I was building a family at the same time. I had a young wife, you know what I'm saying? She's 6 years younger than me, so you can imagine she's 20, 21 years old. You know what I mean? Going through these type of things with me. And she stood 10 toes down. We later had 6 children together. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my wife. Honey, I love you. Appreciate you. I thank you for everything that you've done. I thank you for staying with me in a bum like me, holding me up and being here, going through the things that I went through and put you through as a woman and a Black woman, and giving you all them babies that you had to raise and partaking in my career. Hey, I love you and I thank you for helping me go through this struggle and doing what we do as we get up in our age and making things better. So I had to buy my wife a home for that. I had to get my wife a house. We was renting up in our 40s. We was renting houses, because that's the style of life. You know what I'm saying? You renting houses, don't listen, y'all, that's in this music. Don't rent these people houses, man. Big houses. We had big plush, but it wasn't ours. It wasn't ours. We had big ass houses, man. Well, we be on one side, this is on this side, the dog room back there, upstairs, and it's a balcony. You travel on the other side of the balcony to get to the other side. You know what I'm saying? We was renting those houses, man. We didn't understand that we were spending. We was in the early 2000s, $2,700, $2,500 a month in renting houses. Man, don't do that, y'all. Don't do that, man. In the music, don't do that, man. They was, and the man's mortgage was like $800. So he was walking away. He was walking away with like $1,900. He was walking away with like $1,900. His mortgage on his house was $800 on that big ass house that he had. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be smart. You have to be smart. You have to be smart. You have to be smart in your decisions, especially being an entrepreneur. You have to make sure that whatever you're doing and whatever you put your money in, you can get direct sales, you can get weekly sales, and you can get monthly sales. You know what I'm saying? Me having my own business, you know what I'm saying, with the shea butter business, I'm bread making one-on-one, baby. This is another source of income. You know what I'm saying? I'm here on YouTube to establish a partnership with YouTube. If y'all would love to help me build, and y'all heard me, I'm a grassroots builder. I'm going to put the money where it's supposed to go. Help me build my studio and help me build and get better microphones, lighting, everything costs so that I can get everything, and I put everything into it so that you can have a phenomenal cast and crew and have me be able to do the podcast and how we doing it, and it'll be very, very, very professional looking. So you can go to $GINGAHBREAD man 33. That's GINGAHBREAD man 33. And look, when you cash app your brother, I'm gonna put that money to use. I ain't gonna put it on no booty shakers. I'm gonna put it on bread makers. Make the money happen. Give me some more labels, give me some stickers, give me some cups so I can put the shea butter in. Give me some more shea butter, give me some more essential oils. That money goes right directly to a Black economical plan. See, I plan out and I do my own economical plan, and I do it with my children involved and my brother that just got off, Sun Tzu, involved. I listen. We've been doing this for over 30 years, man. And I ain't been to no white tea man to ask them for nothing. I ain't begged nobody for no job to work for them to push carts and to mop their floors or to go into another office to I ain't had to do that since 1999, July the 21st. I put it in my head that I would never work for them again because they didn't respect me. And when I went to the job, I say, I can't do this no more. I'm sorry. It's something that I believe in more than you, and that's myself. Of course, God above, but I had to let them know that I care about me and what I want to do in my life. As a 20-year-old man, I had to make a decision. And I quit that job, man. And I stepped out on faith. So that's why you could go to breadhousebutters.com. You put your order in, we'll get it to you in 3 to 5 business days. You go to breadhousebutters.com and it's for moisturizing, conditioning, sheen, shine, heal, and developing your skin. Oh, absolutely. It heals all scars, scrapes, stretch marks, blemishes, rashes, bruises, eczema, psoriasis. Any type of skin ailment is already made with hyperallergenic materials. That's right, it's all organically made in the first place, but it's made with hyperallergenic materials that you can also, man, put that on your face, your hair, and your body, family. And it moisturize, treat, sheen, shine, heal. It stops brittle breakage, dryness, weakness of the hair. It also stops alopecia and slows down the grain of your hair. This here is what I built from scratch, and I'm asking for y'all to support me and support that. I also got my music for sale. Y'all can download my music. I'm an iHeart Radio artist. Of course, you can go to iHeart Radio and stream. You know what I mean? The GINGAHBREAD. Man, Gingerbread Man, and bow, it's gonna pop up. You also can stream the Bread Makers. That's my group, the Bread Makers. Go and stream their stuff. Pow, it's gonna come right to your boy and help me build what I'm doing. Hey, look, I own 100%. Me and my brother, 100% of my music. I own 100% of my music. So when you download, stream, I ain't got to pay nobody. And I'm on those platforms. All I do is pay for my distribution. I ain't got to pay nobody to be relevant. This is how I'm relevant. This is how I'm relevant. And I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody, somewhere, and during the time in my life, somebody, somewhere, tried to stop me from being who I am today. Somebody, somewhere, tried to set me up and get me robbed to stop me from being where I am today. Somebody, somewhere, thought that they could kill Killer C, but you couldn't do it. You could not do it. Oh, I evolved just like the Phoenix. I went down as Killer C, but I came up as the Gingerbread Man. And everybody knows when Gingerbread Man is in the building, Gingerbread in the building doing his thing. So here it goes to y'all, man. The people that's watching, this is called Do Your Thing by the Gingerbread Man.
Called me yesterday and asked the Ginger why I'm in this thing and why I let the time go by. I just told him, man, stay out my business, man. Whatever I do, it is all about my business, man. I know them haters mad at me when they look at me. They get so hot, I can see it on them apology. I spit them rhymes like I was cooking a quarter key. That's why I know these suckers out here envy me. You see my swag, it's like, what it is. You can't take me, boy, get a job and feed your kids. That's what you want, you sure ain't gonna get it here. So man, hit the door and get your tail up out of here. Some of these suckers out here, yeah, they wanna hate, but they just hate because they can't do it great. Your thing, do 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 your thing. I say some of these suckers out here, yeah, they wanna hate, but they just hate because they can't do it great. Your thing, do 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 your thing, girl. I do my thing, and I do it so viciously. They hear me on a mic, they ask Shondell who that be. I be the man that's kicking up sane. I burn MCs like the sun, so don't get yourself a tan. I'm the West Side player that's taking your suckers to school. I jump inside a beat like you jump inside a pool. I came to rule and use music as my tool. I'ma take your duder ups and flush him down the toilet stool. So if you know better, better not come this way. You can talk all you want, but I don't hear what you say. See, I know you just a hater and you made that way, but I'm leaving with my pockets full of paper today. Some of these suckers out here, yeah, they wanna hate, but they just hate
because they can't do it great. Your thing, do 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 your thing. I say some of these suckers out here, yeah, they wanna hate, but they just hate because they can't do it great. Your thing, do 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 your thing, girl. Yo, just dropped a bullet on you. You know what I'm saying? But I could go anyway. You know what I'm saying? I could go anyway. Sister Patricia, this for you, baby. You know what I mean? I could always go anywhere. This is with Trey D, the Chicago Idol.
We'll be right here. Fresh off the plane and I'm smiling, cause I'm about to see the shorty I'm styling. Been away for a while, plus the flight was long. It feels good to be home. I ain't gon' front up and thinking of you, and how them hips look good in baby blue. The sight of you make me hit the ceiling, make me wanna show you how a thug be feeling. I can't lie, shorty, make my heart race. I'm feeling for them lips every time I see her face. So when I'm gone, it ain't nothing to fear. I'll be across the globe, girl, but I'll be right here. Right here. Go ahead. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Cause your love is all I need. Do you remember the first time that I met you, girl? I was destined to be a part of your world. The way we met was meant to be, and how them bright eyes was into me. Ginger Man was a player then, but now we're an item. I done turn my card in. I ain't ashamed of what my boy thinks. I wanna tie a name up in some black ink and be a good man to you. House car, kid, dog, and a cat too. Whenever I'm gone, I'm still here with you. Just listen to the words Tracy sung to you. Go ahead. Right here. I ain't going nowhere. Cause your love is all I need. Stand the rain. No need to worry, girl. I'll be there. You got me crazy. I'm dangerously in love with you. Cause you be know what I'm talking about. There's a meeting in my bedroom. Cause you be working that body, girl. Like you at some party, girl. And I love the way you do what you do. When you do it, how you do it, the way you do it, why you do it. Your love is so amazing. Like I'm out of space, girl. Nobody gonna take your place. We'll be right here. Right here. I ain't going nowhere. Cause your love is all I need. I need. All I need.
Let me tell y'all something.
My man's smarter than y'all. He looks better than y'all. He just fly than y'all. Look at his shoes, y'all. My baby got style. Look at his style. My baby got style. Yes, he's better than you.
Keep giving that love. I ain't going nowhere. Keep giving that love. I ain't going nowhere. Love. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Keep giving that love. I ain't going nowhere. Keep giving that love. I ain't going nowhere. Love will be right here. I ain't going nowhere. Cause your love is all I need. I need.
Trey D and the gingerbread man. Trey D and the gingerbread man. Trey D and the gingerbread man.
Yeah.
When you got talent, you don't give a damn about what nobody say. When you got talent, you don't care about what nobody say. Because guess what? The God up above, the man up above, the G-O-D above, he shows the people. The people will rally around you and tell you if you good or you not. the people, the voices, the supporters for you. Hey, the supporters for you, they're going to always tell you if it's good or bad. And you got to be humble enough to say, hey, I just, this is not for me. You know what I mean? You got to be able to bow out gracefully when it's your time. You know what I'm saying? I know that I'm an older man at this point, but what never runs out is your voice, your vocals, and what you have to give to the people. So it's hustling. I'm still hustling my music. I'm still recording and making new music. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing things like on all different diverse levels. Y'all heard me. I could go hard. I could go here to the streets. I could go gangster. I could also go to the sisters and have good R&B hits. That was my main man, Trey D. You know what I mean? He was cold. But I'm going to give you another R&B hit, sisters. I see you in there, Sister Baby Key, Baby Niece. Here go Uncle Joint. This is right here for the struggle, y'all. I made this in particular for us and our people that we can't overcome, that we not going to be here and be under bondage any longer. 400 years was enough. 400 years was enough.
Brought me here against my will. Never ask questions, shoot to kill. Built this country with our hands. Label me 3/5 of a man. All we've ever known was pain. Mixed with thunder, mixed with rain. Our strength in God's love. New day attack. We will never be slaves again.
I was born to be free, so take them cuffs off me. I mean mentally and physically. And don't be trying to taser me. My neck don't need your knee. And don't be pulling your gun on me. I don't need your punk degree. I know I'm supposed to be. See, I roll with 10,000 fearless, and we be all believers. We only roll off instructions given by a fearless leader. Man, y'all some cheaters. Your justice ain't gon' free us. Your Billy Club might can beat us, but the Savior came to free us. March on, how long? Never gonna get us nothing. Preach on, how long? My people out here suffering. We better be doing some adjusting. Politics is out here hustling. Gotta keep changing this thing. All my people just didn't die for nothing. We wanna be free. We just gotta be free.
Freedom.
Free. We just gotta go free.
We want freedom.
Free. We just gotta go free.
Freedom.
We wanna be free. We just gotta be free. United we stand, divided we fall. Send a message to the black man, it's the final call. See, business is warfare, y'all, and it's gonna free us all. Time to better hood back, get that bread and buy some more. And when they leave the hood, what you gonna do? Are you gonna beg or plead or pull on through? Gotta spread that money with your crew. I'm spitting true game to you. Gotta get that sack, never look back, cause we're all came for you. We wanna be free. We just gotta be free.
Freedom.
We wanna be free. We just gotta go free.
We want freedom.
I love y'all. I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Share, tell a friend and tell a friend. This is an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Label me 3/5 of a man. We want freedom.
Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you.
Mixed with thunder, mixed with rain. Our strength in God's love. New day attack.